one more time. Peace, Alexis. Shout out to you, Julito, for being the first in the chat. Shout out to you, Julito. Yeah, this is one of my randoms, and I got a chance to, like I said, I've been doing a lot of driving and a lot of work, so I haven't been able to get a chance to come on. What's up, Renard? What's going on? How you doing? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, Julito, to you. I'm just finally getting back, basically to my old self. What's up, Prince of Petty in the house? Been dealing with a severe cold, man. That cold was kicking my tail. I had the flu. It was basically it took a while for me to shake that off. You know what I'm saying? But I'm back, and on a positive note, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Oh yeah, I'm back, man. It was hard. It was very hard. Yeah, man, the family, we're just giving it to each other. But shout out to Tony, shout out to the Prince of Petty, Renee in the house, Alexis in the house, Julito to you guys, family. It's good to see you guys. Last time I saw you guys, we had a great panel. We had a great live, but my ass was drunk, and I got to be very careful on being on live. I gotta apologize to you guys because I let myself just get off. Sometimes you just let yourself go. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta apologize to my chat. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be caught in demeaning ways. Okay. We expect to be the example of the community, and us being the example of the community, we have to have a certain image, the way we do things, and it is what it is. But tonight's topic is about Umar Johnson. Tonight's topic is about Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson, he's at it again. Umar, the man of the school, the man who's trying to build the school, is asking for more donations and no results. He's asking for more donations and no results. And it's crazy. Shout out to the greedy vegan in the house. The brother is out here trying to get more donations. And it's crazy that, Umar been talking about this school. I mean, a lot of us been watching. I think it's been like 4 or 5 years. Umar Johnson been talking about this school, the Frederick Douglass school. This school, he's supposedly related to Marcus Garvey and Frederick Douglass, and he's been riding off of these great leaders' names for a very long time, and he's having a very hard time getting money from the community because he basically, fool me once, fool me twice. Basically fool me once, fool me twice, and people have caught on. Shout out to D. Harris in the house. So he basically, people are catching on to that foolishness. And I want people to understand that now he's blaming the a scammer. Talking about the Plummer scammed him. Of all people, shout out to Rainstorm, the Rainstorm in the house. Julito, what's up, brother? It's amazing that he says the Plummer is allegedly scamming him. The man who has scammed the world is saying somebody is scamming him. Okay. I don't know if you guys have been listening to Tariq Nasheed and Dane Calloway, and Umar Johnson. It's been a three-way battle. Umar Johnson has been accusing Tariq Nasheed for stealing some of his material. Tariq Nasheed has been attacking Dane Calloway. He has been he's made a couple of videos, a couple of crazy videos about trying to make fun of Dane Calloway. Regardless of what we think of Dane Calloway is one of us. Regardless of what we think of him, he's one of us. And Tariq Nasheed, of all people, to be trying to talk BS is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about money on social media. It's all about the views, and that's what a lot of this all about. You know what I'm saying? One is powerful, the other is powerful. On social media, on YouTube, Dane Calloway is powerful. On Twitter, Tariq Nasheed is powerful. So you got two heavyweights really going at it, sparring. But Tariq Nasheed is not fighting fair. I've seen some of the stuff that he has said. He's basically making a mockery of the Aborigine community, basically saying that all the stuff that we're saying is just made up stuff that we're making up. Okay, so but yet he uses a lot of our information for his breaking points. Tariq Nasheed used a lot of our information for his breaking points. Okay, so when he has to go against Pan-African Americans, because he have his battles with the Pan-African Americans also, and he uses a lot of our content. Okay, don't think people are not watching you guys. A lot of you guys who have smaller channels, a lot of you guys, information. Shout out to EP. Are you with me? I want people to understand that a lot of your knowledge, a lot of the big channels pay attention to you. A lot of stuff that you do, they pay a lot of attention to you, okay? So I want you guys to understand it. Now, back to Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson is giving the plumber some hell because allegedly the plumber is not doing the work, has lied about the work that he's supposed to do in the school. So now he's begging his followers so he can pay for another plumber. So he needs more money so he can put plumbing into the school. For those who've been watching Umar Johnson in his school, the only thing I seen on in that school is lights. And I don't even know if that's the regular lights or whatever, but the only thing that I see in that school that's on is the lights. I want people to understand this, family. Only thing that you ever see on, you don't see too much of nothing getting built in that school. That school, Umar Johnson has been promising to the people. And I don't understand how us as a nation of people, how we can be so gullible to people we don't know. We can be so gullible to some of these people we don't know and this track record. If you look at Umar Johnson's track record, Marco in the house, shout out to you, Halito. The track record of these Pan-African Americans. I want you guys to understand the jig is up. The jig is up. Jabari, everybody at Sonetta, all of you guys, the jig is up. And you know the jig is up. Because in the last couple of years, the attention has been off of you guys and the attention has been on the Aborigine. I find that very strange, okay? All of the attention, because information beats conversation. You can talk a good game. You can talk about good stuff, but it's your information is clear. See, our information speaks loud and clear because we don't have to guess where our families are. We don't have to guess where our truth is because it's right here in Turtle Island. Our truth lies right here in Turtle Island. Okay? Now, you have seen multiple times, and I've said this on multiple occasions, you can believe slave ships. You can believe stories of slave ships. And when you do when you pull up, I want you guys to do your homework and just keep pulling up slave ships. And all you're going to see is the cartoon imageries, the paintings of people of color on slave ships. They're not contained on the slave ships. They're sitting on the ground like they are obeying their slave master, the person who just captured them. They're not chained up. They're sitting on the floorboards of the slave ship, just about free. So you're going to tell me that these Africans are not going to fight. They're just going to sit there and let unknown people grab them and take them to another land. They're just going to let some strangers that they never saw ever just snatch them and bring them to the new world. So I want you guys to understand that people with the less education is catching on to the lies of the Pan-Africans. We have been lied to. The roots, all the things that they have been, Charles Haley, whatever his name, all these people who have came up with all these movies in recent years. All of these movies to keep you enslaved in the mind, to tell you to remember something that that they don't have documentary facts on. Okay? I'm not saying that they didn't have slavery, family. Slavery existed. But the proof in the pudding is that slavery was enslaving the people that was already here. See, they started on the East Coast, and they started on little by little from the East Coast all the way through the North to the South and to the West, oppressing people, taking people. And I want you to understand that these people will never actually tell you the truth. Now, we're catching on to the truth. We're so hot on their ass, they know that we are coming, that things just don't make sense, that only one boat that was documented that made it over here, and it was in Alabama. And we still have not seen the people on that ship, on that particular ship that came off that boat. Now, I want you guys to understand that it's documented. See, documents shows that the ship came here. But who was on them ships? I want to know who was on them ships, family. Because they consistently tell us what they want to tell us. And we believe everything that they tell us. We are no fools no more, people. Okay? Now, I have seen, Europeans was on them ships. I have seen many documentaries of the Italians, of Europeans coming over, bringing diseases to America. And you can actually see the people. Every time you Google boats and travelers, you always see white people coming in the Americas, but you never, ever see people of color. Now, they're going to say that the boats were destroyed and they used the boats to build churches. Do you know that these fools got us believing that they took the boards from the boats, from the ships, from the cargo ships, and they build churches with the boats? Okay, fam? Okay? So it is easy to manipulate people. It's easy to use people common sense against them. All these years, a lot of our people, been thinking that we were the people that came on the boats. But I have listened to many stories of Italians and other Spaniards and other people who have came to this land, and they talked about leaving their own land, that they cried, people were crying, and that they were taken to another land, and they didn't know the language. They didn't know what to do. Now, they have been bamboozled us to believe that they beat the hell out of us and took our language. Family, I want you guys to understand this. When you see foreigners come to America, when you see foreigners come to America, family, and they stay years and years and years, they never lose their language. They never lose their language, family. They may pick up a new language, Cain and Wolf. They may pick up a new language, but they never, ever truly lose their language. You guys have been listening to lies. The language that you speak is your original language. Your language have not been taken away. Your English language have not been taken away. The Americas, the place where you reside here in America, this place that you are here, you are the originators of this land. Your language is your language. Some of you guys can speak broken French for those who've been colonized by the French. There's a lot of colonization, in Louisiana, there's a lot of French that came down and that was raping our women. And they brought their language. That's how you get Creole people down there. That's how you get a thing called Creole. Haitians was down here. We had a lot of Haitians in America. A lot of people don't talk about how the Haitians were here. A lot of people refuse to talk about these things. How did them people get to the islands? How did they get to Haiti? How did they get to all of them islands, St. Thomas, all them beautiful islands? How did they get to them islands? If black people, so-called black people, we're going to say black, if they are from one other side of the planet, and how did they get to the other islands and not get to America? You got to make it make sense. All these people in them islands were already there, because these lands are puzzles to America. These lands are puzzles to America. At one time, them pieces were connected to America. You guys don't have to believe me. Hawaii was not an island. It was connected to California. All these places were connected to America. If you look at San Francisco today, if you look at California is due for a major earthquake. California in Memphis, Tennessee is due for major earthquakes. So it tells me that in history, that the land broke off. That land masses broke off. It only makes sense that you can see. Common sense will tell you in Louisiana it's shaped like a boot. But what was that boot connected to before it was disconnected? What happened to Florida? While Florida stands as an island, okay, connected to a land base, if Florida breaks off, Florida is another island. If Florida breaks off, it's considered another island, family. Shout out to DeWard in the house. I want people to understand that you got to stop being small. My family, you have to stop thinking small. You have to start looking in the bigger picture, Big Dog Philly. We can't put our minds in just North America. We can't close our minds in one little area. You can't talk about North America until you talk about Canada. You can't talk about Canada unless you talk about South America. You can't talk about it all unless you say, if you are the original man of America, you're not excluded to one place. Family, you're not excluded to one place. Cherokee Tulu is in the house. I want you guys to understand this. Too much confusion, too much manipulation. People don't want to talk the truth. People run away and they're afraid to tackle issues that are the truth. But I'm sitting here to tell you, family, that I am going to tell you like this. If you're going to claim America, you got to claim it all. You can't just claim where you're from, the city you're from. If you're going to claim the land, claim it all. You're not a foreigner in your own land, family. The people of color have given more to Turtle Island than any culture on the planet. People of color, copper-colored people, have given more to Turtle Island than any group of people on the planet. Our culture is undefeated. Our food style is undefeated. Our talent is undefeated. Shout out to Mr. C in the house. I want you guys to understand this. We are undefeated. But where we lose is because we don't come together. This is where we lose. It's when we don't fight together. When we just allow people to say things, when we all on the same page, we're so powerful, family. When we all together, we are undefeated. There's no nobody can stop us. Nobody can stop us, family. We are the people. We are the original people of the world. Everybody emulates us. Everybody wants to be like us. Everybody copies our culture. If you were African, wouldn't you follow Africa? If you were Africa, wouldn't you follow Africa? Africans follow people in America. When you watch Africans, go look how they dress in Africa. Go look at the influence that America has on the world. Go look at the influence that American people have in the world. Shout out to Greedy Vegan. I want you guys to understand this. Look at our influence, how we influence the world. There's no human on the planet that has that effect like the copper man and woman of Turtle Island. There's nobody like that. There's not a Smokey Robinson in the Native Americans community. There's not a Rick James in the Native Americans community. There's not a Michael Jackson in the Native American community. There's not a Patti LaBelle in the Native American community. There's not a Whitney Houston in the Native American community. Empress Awakening in the house. Tony in the house. There's not a person in this planet like us. But yet we are the trouble of the world. Yet we are they fear us. They fear us because of our strength and the way we talk and the way we walk, the way our sisters talk, the way our brothers talk, the swag, the way we put out our chest, the way we do things. They are very intimidated because that's our tribal instincts. That's our tribal instincts. We are born warriors, family. We are born warriors. It's amazing that you guys want the love from a country that don't love you back. You want love from a country that don't love you back. And I'm talking about Africa. I'm talking about Africa, family. Don't tell me about America. America has been colonized as well. We have to deal with a lot of stuff throughout the history in America. But if you're going to say that we're from Africa, and these Africans, when you understand that these people are supposed to be related to us, and this is why all skin folks and kin folks, if they're supposed to be related to us, and they supposed to be our people, why do they love white man more than they love the black man in America? Why do they love these people more than they love us? Why don't they speak to us? If that's my relative, if I'm related to the African, why the African don't love me back? Why the African don't speak to me when I see him in the store? Why do he look at me like I got shit on me? That is supposed to be your brother? That is supposed to be your family? We're supposed to love the one who supposedly don't even know us? Africa don't even know you, family. And they had an interview with an African lady, and the lady spoke the truth. She said she has no information. She was never taught of the Atlanta slave trade. She was never told of the Atlantic slave trade. That the Africans up there don't even know nothing about it. Them people know that we're not them. They know. And it's sad. I don't like to keep comparing structures and bone structures and how we look. Some of us are light-skinned. Some of us are darker complexion. But what we all got in common, you could just look at us. You can look at us. Some of us might be lighter. Some of us might be darker. But you know you see us. I want people to understand. Make no mistake. You see us. They know that you don't have the same blood type, family. They know that we don't carry the same blood type. So Umar Johnson fans, it was what is wrong with your leader, Umar Johnson? And if you are a Umar Johnson supporter, tell me why. Why are you supporting a man who talks about Marcus Garvey, who talks about all these people that he's related to? I want to understand this. He used the names of these great leaders. For what? And what is he doing for the community? What has Umar Johnson done for the community other than go on Roland Martin and talk ratchet? Get on social media and talk good. So you believe if a person can speak so well, that they mean that they of good? Some of you are the same people that believe that Martin Luther King was a righteous man. Some of you are the same people that believe Martin Luther King was a righteous man. When Martin Luther King, Paul Coretta Scott King, didn't know what our man was doing. Our man was down there in Selma marching. Martin Luther King was a pimp. Martin Luther King was with multiple church women, sleeping with multiple. You don't want to hear this about Dr. King, do you? Because that's what happens when we hold man on a pedestal. When we hold man like he's the highest being. So all the people want to talk about Malcolm X and all the things he had done before he became a righteous man. But all these men had flaws. All these men had flaws because they men. And men has flaws. And some of you guys put your faith into a man. Some of you guys put faith into a man. A man is going to fail you 100% of the time. Shout out to Brandon Rogers. A man will fail you 100% of the time because nobody's perfect. Nobody. Nobody walks this earth as they portray things. So we got to hold each other on the same levels of consciousness. We have to hold each other on the same level of consciousness. I want people to understand it. We're walking a long ways backwards, family. And there's a lot of people that are asking about our truth now. Even when I'm on TikTok, I never thought that people would love the information the way they do. People love the information. And people are learning so hard, man. I mean, I'm almost at 11,000 on TikTok. People are hungry to learn the information. I want you guys to understand that nobody can defeat the truth. Nobody can defeat your truth. And we got to get really heavy on this genealogy thing, family. And in these papers, you guys got to get that African American off your birth certificates. If you have it on your birth certificate, you got to take it off. You got to go do something because you're not in existence with a birth certificate. You guys got to go look at these birth certificates. All this shit that they naming you. All these things that they named you. Because you're still a prisoner of them. When they come to knocking on your door, and you wondering why your schools are last, because you got African American. You writing African American, excuse me. You're writing African American. I want you guys to understand that. Your schools are terrible. The churches are beautiful. The church is big business. Do you know that they got a minister, a Mexican minister, his net worth is $1.1 billion. Crefla Dollar, Crooked Dollar. All these dudes are worth millions and millions of dollars. All these pastors, they got mega churches and mega homes. Your community is dirty. Your community is not in the condition. You barely got stores in your community, but you got a church. Every community that is poor and ran down has a church. And you got to understand this. You have no food, no supermarkets. You got Arabs. You got Vietnamese in your communities making money off of you, selling you malt liquor. Copperstone in the house. But because you want to be an African American, because you lived on what Jesse told you, what messy Jesse said you was. And you're not getting anything in your community. You're wondering why everything is a disaster in your community. Because you signed they consider you dead, family. Why are they going to give you anything? Everybody else has a nationality. Everybody else has a nationality. You don't have one. All the other groups have a nationality. You don't have one, family. You think the police give a damn about your community because you're dead to them. So we don't see these things. We don't see these things. We don't see why we're not getting things. You can elect all you want. The only thing that I tell you guys, I encourage you, all our people, if you're going to vote, do it in the local sector, the judges, the local sectors, things that matter to you in your neighborhood. Other than that, nothing else is helping us. Nothing else is helping us. And we don't see these things. Your communities is last because you got the name black. Vote lawyers, vote judges that look like you. We got to start getting Aborigine people to start running for office. No, I ain't going to tell my people don't run for office. We need our people to run for office. We need people that look like me and you. We need, if you're going to get a doctor, if for those who like to work on themselves, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the herbs. But what if you need a surgeon? What if you need somebody to pull something out of you? A cancer. What if you need a serious surgeon? So encourage your young people that look like us. We're not going back to the Stone Ages, family. We're not going back to the Stone Ages. We need things in our community that fit us in our agenda. Us. The problem is you had the first African American president. And his mama was a European American, and his daddy was an African. So what did that get us? What did that get us? He didn't do nothing for the community. He did nothing for us. Nobody does nothing for us. Nobody does nothing for melanated people. Everybody gets something. Women's rights, gay rights. Everybody gets something. Everybody. Chinese people, Asian people. Everybody gets something. But the original people don't get nothing. The original people don't get anything. The original people don't get anything. Nothing. And we're going to keep begging the man, keep on asking him, when we going to keep changing our situation? When are y'all going to get tired of the same old shit? When y'all going to just get tired? Because you're tired of seeing your children get killed. You're tired of seeing the way the life is. I know you're tired. I know you're tired of the haves and the have-nots of the world. Shout out to Crescent City in the house. Man, people got to stop all this crying and learn the game and play. I don't know if you're talking about me crying. I ain't shed a tear For those who follow Peanut Nola 504, everything about me is passion. Crying? Nah. ain't no time for me to cry. Yeah, I ain't got enough for me to cry. Things have been going on so much. So many things we have. I think our people done with crying. I don't think we can even shed a tear. We have been through so much. How can we shed a tear? I don't understand that. You know? I understand what you're saying, Crescent City, but I ain't crying. I think what has to happen is in order for you to make change, you have to build government between each other. And we have to realize the circumstances of what's going on. Because ain't nobody ain't giving you anything. It's all paperwork, and gotta know where to go to get it. That's why we talk about genealogy, Crescent City. That's why we talk about genealogy, the paperwork in genealogy, land patents. We're talking about getting our land back that's rightfully for us. That's what land patents are for. That's what laws are for. That's what the laws are for. That's what sovereignty, all these things, that's what they're for. And that's if we're gonna do something, we got to know the law. We got to know the laws before we can fight anybody. Because you're gonna go in like a blind person. We got to know the laws. And the laws have been fighting against us for a very long time because we don't know the laws. And you gotta get smart of reading they amendments. A lot of I told you some of the laws that was not written for us. They have rewritten laws that abides to them. A lot of laws, when they talk about the gun laws and everybody wants a gun, and they say that we got we fight for the gun because in case the government tries to come take your gun. But you have to understand that they still have slave laws out there that does not apply to some of our people. They still got slave laws out there. You must know the law and how to contact. You must know the law and how to contact. And the things that when I paperwork, you got to beat them with paperwork. You have to beat them with paperwork. And some of you guys, this ain't church. This ain't church. And that's the facts. Stop with that church mentality. That everybody love you. Copper color TY. That everybody love you. Everybody don't love you. And that's just facts. But I have said many times, we do have to get guns. We do have to stack up on guns. We do have to protect our families. We got to learn how. The only thing that people recognize in the world, and I have said this many times, the only thing that they recognize is the loss of debt, of life, and money. Life and money. That's the only thing people understand. When you cut off resources, that's why I keep saying we keep going in, supporting, buying. Don't this 4th of July coming up. Don't go in up there and go and buy some American shorts. Don't you go up there buying no American t-shirts. Stop putting money into their economy. when you're going to support Black-owned businesses. Use that day on the 4th of July to avoid the stores and watch how the economy works. Because they don't see you. They don't see you in this lane. So make them see you financially. You hurt them with your mighty dollars because melanated people are powerful in the pockets. You just don't know it. We spend for the wrong BS. A lot of us buy crazy stuff. But a lot of us got big pockets. And we got, they won't value you until they lose money. And when they lose money, that's when they will respect you more. They respect all the other cultures but us because they know you're going to keep coming back to them. See, Master know that you're going to keep coming back to him. While you dancing, buck dancing for Master, you're going to keep coming back because he gonna bring the new Gucci out. He's going to bring the next new Gucci out. And you want that foreign name. A lot of you guys want that foreign name on your back. But if you ever want to change the world, hit them in the pockets. Shout out to RE in the house. If you ever want to hurt them, hit them in the pockets. Stop going into their stores. Especially on big days like the 4th of July. These are the economic times. These are the economic times, family. This is when they make big money. Black Friday. A lot of you guys be up there waiting for the latest on Black Friday in line. Who be in them lines on Black Fridays during Christmas time around November? Who be in them lines? Who be in them lines? Them long-ass lines sleeping overnight. Who be in them lines? Who be in the lines, family? For these pagan holidays that they don't respect you on. So we have to, them days, we ain't got a holler and scream. Economics. And if we all come together economically, they will respect you. You're right about that, brother. Buying them stupid fireworks, and that one you pop all those firecrackers up, you just spend all your money. Yes, you spent all your money, and I have done that in the past. I have done that multiple times. I used to get a kick out of the boom. I've done that multiple times. But we got to relearn ourselves. If we tired of them messing over us, we got to relearn ourselves. I used to love the 4th of July. Didn't understand nothing about the history of the 4th of July. I used to love the 4th of July because I was ignorant. I didn't know. Our people went to war, came back to a country that didn't want them back. They came back, they couldn't go to certain restaurants. They were not allowed to eat in certain venues. Muhammad Ali was a boxing champion. And they suspended Muhammad Ali because he didn't want to go to war, fighting countries that didn't do a damn thing to them. Economics. It's the only way you're going to stop the troubles in your life is economics. And remember, buy you some seeds, family. Buy you some seeds. You can feed an army. There's no reason why they should have homeless people in America. There's nowhere in the world. Seeds are very cheap. And if you could feed blocks and blocks of people by growing fruits and vegetables. Crescent City said, I've never been patriotic. I don't attend major events anymore. When I did, I stood for. I never stood for that. No, I wasn't patriotic. I just enjoyed family. I always used to be all up. It was all about family for me. It was all about getting together with family and enjoying family. It was never about that holiday. Never gave a damn about the holiday. I just enjoy being around my family. Shout out to Realize TV. And that's what it was all about, family. Okay? That's what it was all about. All these pagan holidays was never nothing. A lot of that stuff I never understood anyway. Okay? So, but it was all about family for me. Family is everything to me. Family is everything to me. Family is my world. You know, my children, my wife, family is everything to me. And that was what it was all about. Family. Okay? So I just tell people all the time that we as a nation of people have to understand that we have been we're not valued in this country. We're not valued the way we should be. We're not valued. Understand that until we become valued, we should back away financially and support people that look like you. Because that's what they do, and that's what they have done. Okay? That's what they have done. So it is what it is. I'd like to thank everybody once again supporting Peanut Nola 504. It's always nice. And remember, y'all, Umar Johnson, man. Umar. The topic was about Umar Johnson. You know, once again, now he's blaming the plumber. He said the plumber scammed him out of the money. Now he's asking his supporters. Umar is asking his supporters to give him money so he can put plumbing into his school. You got to be a damn fool if you give Umar Johnson any more money. Anybody who have given Umar Johnson money and you know he ain't did a damn thing with that school, and you gonna go back and give him some goddamn money, you are a fool, and you deserve what you get. Because Umar Johnson ain't doing nothing. He using that school to get more money for your ass. And that's what he been doing. I don't give a damn, if he ever finally get a school. I would never support Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson is a slick bastard who has been manipulating people. And all this Pan-Africanism, the stuff that he's coming up with, that he wants to teach your children. And I want people to understand that this dude here is not good for the people. Then take the DBA and put it on record. That's right, brother Peanut. You got it. You got to be crazy to give Umar Johnson money. Umar Johnson in that school, y'all. Umar Johnson in that school. You know, it's sad. And these ancestors that he supposedly, keep bringing up their name, Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey. You know, it's a shame he's using these people names to get money. It's a shame. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You say Chief Nola is back, healthy. Thank you. Yeah, I am. I'm. As you can see, I'm getting much better. I'm finally getting over that flu. I still got the cold, but it's going away, and I'm finally. And then this battle with diabetes is getting much better. I'm getting normal. Okay, I'm getting normal. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I like to thank everybody for their support of my channel, support of everything that you guys been doing. Remember to come to TikTok. Come check me out on TikTok. I'm almost at 11,000 people are following me on TikTok. If you want to see some nice videos, come check out my TikTok. It's the same thing, Peanut Nola 504. Come check out my videos. I got some beautiful Aborigine videos that I really think that you guys will love. Please come check it out. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys enjoy the content. Go out there, support my channel. Right there, it's blowing up. We got a lot of people that is supporting my TikTok channel, and it's growing. It is growing. It's growing so fast. It grew faster than my YouTube channel. But it's a lot of the videos, a lot of the true images of our people, and sometimes, yes, I deal with a lot of racist people. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, yeah. I've been dealing with it for a minute. I'm finally clearing it up. I am clearing it up. But it is what it is. I'm a strong man. So it is what it is. It take a lot to break me down. But I like to thank you guys once again for supporting the channel and keep supporting all the other great channels out there. And let's keep this Aboriginal American Indians strong. Let's keep ourselves strong. Let's not divide. Let's please, if you see anybody that's dividing the community, you might want to step away from them people, because that's not. We are stronger together than apart. Anybody that is trying to divide the nation, that's not the people we need to follow. Okay, and that goes for everybody. If you're dividing the nation, we don't need to deal with these folks. You know what I'm saying? Because they're a distraction. They're a distraction on what we're trying to build in the community. We do not need anybody distraction. Because like I told people, I remember when the Hebrew Israelites were on top, and then they made the Hebrew Israelites they became a target on YouTube, and they became a threat. Um, we have surpassed the Hebrew Israelites and the Pan Africans on our information. Our information is like no other. Okay, our information is like no other. We are not we're not talking religion. We're not talking Africa. We're talking reality of America, and your ties to America. Your ties is here. Your life is here in America. Stop making people make you a foreigner. You're not a foreigner in your own land. Okay? You're not a foreigner in your own land. But if you want to be a foreigner, go to Nigeria. If you want to be a foreigner, go. Because you ain't hurting us. Because don't get mad because we got pride of America. That we prideful folks of where we want, that where we from. We're proud of America. America is beautiful. If you will go travel, you don't have to go to Nigeria. You don't have to go to Africa. You don't have to go to another country to see beautiful nature. Go check out America and places that you never seen in America, and you'll be so wild on how beautiful America, from North America to South America. Go see how beautiful America truly is. And you from Canada all the way down to Brazil, all the way South America, you will understand how beautiful Turtle Island truly is, family. So don't let nobody shake you off from America. America is your home. America is where you be, okay? You ain't no refugee. You ain't no foreigner. You are the original. You heard me? The Aboriginal. So I would like to thank everybody once again for, please help. Let's get these like buttons up if you can. Remember, let's get this video up to 1K. Remember that this is an Aborigine perspective. We ain't talking about the Native Americans. We ain't talking about the African Americans. We ain't talking about the Africans. We ain't talking about nobody else. We are no Chinese. We no Native. We ain't talking about none of them. We're talking about our people here, the copper-colored people of America. This is what this content is about. Okay. Remember, If you like to donate anything to the channel, you can. But that is I would rather for you to share and like the video. I'm not hard off like that. You hear me? But if you like to support the channel, it is what it is. But I like to thank you guys. As you can see, I've been battling this doggone cold, but I'll get over it. It is what it is. Okay. Once again, and not you guys, show Copper Color TY some love, family. Brandon Rogers, all you guys, please show this young brother some love and give him some subscribers. He's at 380 something subscribers. Get him some more subscribers. Excuse me, I'm all caught up in words. But help me get Color Copper TYs, all you guys. Let's help this brother do some beautiful videos. Let's try to get this man some more content. Let's support his channel. He always support everybody else. Please show love to Color Copper TY family. Please do that for me. That's one of my young disciples. I like to say one of my young Indians. You know what I'm saying? Who work very hard. Who work very hard in what he do. You know what I'm saying? So please, please, please subscribe to this brother. Please subscribe to this brother. And go check out his videos. They're very educational. They're very educational. So I'm out of here. And Realize TV, we just love your passion, brother. Realize you remind me so much of myself with a lot of passion, brother. So with much love to you, brother. We out of here.